Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Multiverse and breaking down the cinematic videos that we're doing in the League of Legends community and all this. I want to do just one little thing right here before we kind of jump into it. If you guys are new here, make sure to drop a like down below, subscribe, turn the notification bell on if you want, or don't. It's completely up to you. It's you know definitely not I hate when I have notifications on. It's crazy. But if you guys want to have notifications on, you want to see when things go live, that'd be amazing. I'd love it. Thank you very much for everything. The last video popped off. It was the KDA Pop Stars video, breaking down that. Really popped off. Got more looks at it than I've seen in a while. So I definitely wanted to keep continuing to do this for you guys. Keep the momentum up, keep it going, and we'll see where we're going from here. So we're going to do True Damage Giants today, because that was the next video that would be coming up. And this was for Worlds 2019. And True Damage is a group that's formed. It's Becky G, Kiki Palmer, Soyeon, Duckworth, and Thutmose. Very cool band or group, I guess you could say, in the League of Legends universe, or in our League of Legends the Earth X Runeterra universe. This is actually Kiana, Senna, Akali, and Echo, as well as Yasuo, who doesn't have any voice lines, but he's like the producer, the DJ kind of thing. Very cool kind of stuff that they do here with this video. So let's go into it, and we'll start breaking it down. All right. So we start off. So I'm gonna start off just with the setting here. It is amazing. One of the first things you actually can see is up here in the left. Well, not one of the first things you see, but one of the first things you see is this amazing shot of this city. I'm not exactly sure what city this is or what it's supposed to. Oh, you know what? It's Piltover. Look right here, Piltover. So this is supposed to be Piltover, but it's like Earth's Piltover. And so you kind of take a look here, and there's different places here that show up. There's the line, which I'm not sure what that is. That did look like the Piltover like crest thing, where it has the gear and the little like hammer thing through it. Let's see what else is here. Very kind of Japanese architecture here with the buildings like this, especially like this thing back here. And one of the things that I actually noticed first, because I was looking for it, obviously, was up here in the left. There's Louis Vuitton, which actually was one of the things that they did this Worlds. They took a look at they brought Louis Vuitton on, and actually the Senna, or it's not the Senna, but the skin for Kiana was actually a Louis Vuitton. There was a Louis Vuitton version of it as the prestige version. Very cool, very interesting, and very cool to see. In Piltover, Louis Vuitton exists. In Earth Piltover, Louis Vuitton exists, and it looks like whatever these other companies are, Pharos, which I'm not sure what exactly that is. Perhaps this is the project world, almost like the project Piltover. There's nothing that we really get any inclination of if that is what it is. So let's jump right back into it. So actually, for a frame there, we do see the band right here, or the group, and we end up seeing. I'm just looking over here what this might be. Ordem Unida, the United Order, looks like 10. I don't know exactly now. There's the True Damage logo here. Very cool. Very cool that they added that in. Louis Vuitton, once again, is the shot right here. And actually right here you have the Yasuo, Kiana, Echo, Akali, and Senna right here. And that actually looks like the dragon from Akali's, the back of Akali's jacket that she was wearing in the previous video. So kind of a cool little callback to that, and saying, hey, remember that? You know, you see it for just a little bit. Alright, so I actually want to take a look at the side posters here, because those are great. So we'll take it when she's
moving too fast, I'm moving in slow-mo. I'm a god, but I actually don't know. Maybe better put your pride aside.
So very cool that they're actually making him do his little jumps, because that is one part of his kit, is that he does do this kind of jumps back and forth. And see, like, I love the inverted gravity is cool, and it just drops around. And I want to take a look at these little stickers here and see if there's anything that really does mean anything. That's ape, isn't it? The bape, a bathing ape. It's a streetwear company. Very cool kind of little thing that they added in here. Let's see if there's anything else that's he's upside down and we're correct. Very cool the way that they changed the perspective like this. He's upside down, then we're upside down, then he's the right side up, but we're upside down. Like, it's all very cool. It's very disorienting. It's very, I think it plays towards Echo's playstyle, and just the way that you kind of, you use his E, you jump out of the way, you dash to someone, but very cool, very cool kind of thing where you just are able to do all this.
Your best stuff looks like my words.
So let's see here. I did want to see, it looks like Midas touch back here. It says, now we're upside down, but he's up. He's correct. Right there's the mask from the KDA, from Akali's mask in KDA. So very cool little thing there. AMR, not sure. Maybe this is just actually, maybe this is some of the like graffiti that maybe the artists put on there, and it could be their own little thing. Looking up here, maybe that's Tom. Is that Tom Kench? I think it actually is Tom Kench. Looks like Chef Tom Kench with the little hat and his giant maw with like the little whiskers there. Very cool, very cool. I love seeing this kind of stuff in the background and all
Synapses, fire and burst. Got the whole crew with me, about to do damage. We ain't average. I ain't gonna say this again, but it's in my time. Better look in my eyes. I'm a genius in the skies with my heart on my sleeve. You force to a block to a king in his prime. Everybody got a line. Sit back with the stars in line. I finesse like my life on the 9 was a diamond in the rough, and now I shine.
All right, so now we have Kiana coming down. Very interesting idea here. She's in Runeterra. She's an empress, where she's the empress of the elements. Very kind of cool presentation we have of her here. That is her I forget exactly what it's called. It's like a coatl or something. It's called her blade, her ring blade. Very cool that they're using it as a motif to bring her down. This scene is just beautifully shot with there's folks here that we can't really see, but they're in the background. They're kind of observing her because she's the focal point. She is the empress. She is what she's the most important thing there. And the diamonds and the stunning all here, just amazing. And one of the best things I love about this is Senna's entrance here. Senna was a wraith in Runeterra. She was a wraith. She got taken by Thresh. That whole storyline, which we'll go through when we go into the Ruination storyline in Runeterra. We'll break that all down. We'll get that all set and figure that stuff out. But she was a wraith. She was taken by Thresh and thrown into his lantern, and then her husband Lucian took him, took Thresh out and took out the souls and was able to get Senna back. Very cool. We'll break that down when we go into that video. But she was from she was in this mist, this smoke, and in game, her ability to veil her allies as well as herself into those wraiths, those mist wraith kind of things. That's alluded to right here, where she forms from the mist. She becomes something from that. So that is very cool. And the triangles here, that is in her earrings, that's from the being a sentinel of light. And it's just perfect. Actually, let's go back there and we'll take a bigger so we'll take a look at this bigger shot of the city. QWER, so that's a reference to League of Legends. Walden X Amaro, possibly. Looks like a collaboration of something up there. A shopping center here, possibly. Very cool. Very, very interesting landscape. I love the expansiveness of it. It seems so big because we're falling through it and it's just still super tall. And yeah, it looks like it's forgive me if I don't think this is Korean. I think this is Japanese. Or Chinese. I'm not too sure. But let's see. So this actually right here, and I'm sorry, pausing is going to be a thing during this. If you do want to watch the video, definitely go watch the video and go do that. It's awesome. It's True Damage Giants. It's right, you see it right down there. Definitely watch the video if you want to listen to music, do all this. But I'm breaking these things down, and I want to see, kind of take it almost frame by frame, but not really, obviously, and just kind of do it like that. So if you guys want to do that, obviously go do that. Come back. We'll take a look at it together. But right here, Senna is on top of her weapon, her light, like her sentinel of light blaster, almost kind of a thing, where she's able to take, she's able to deal damage, do the light, attacks. A very cool thing. But I think that's really cool that her gun is actually this big, or her weapon is this huge. It didn't seem like that in game. I don't know if it's scaled up just for dramatic effect, or if she doesn't use it in this world. We're bigger than giants, with giants. Sleeping giants, sleeping giants. Yeah, shutting it down. Been in the ground, around people all up in this place. Spinning this thing, go to my rank. Royalty up in my veins. I'm no gold, think I'm so cold. I say something, ain't no going back. Now GGEZ, very cool. I like that. One of the things I did not like about this video, and it's not Kiana, it's not anything like that, is you have Keke Palmer in this video as Senna. You have her singing in it. Fantastic. People who are outside of League of Legends, perhaps you who are watching this, just trying to take a look at True Damage Giants, what it's about, all this different stuff, kind of look at the breakdown, is you have Becky G, who is playing Kiana, who could be called Kiki, like Kiana, Kiki, and you have Keke Palmer in there. People could think, oh, is this character Keke Palmer? Because this character's saying, now they ask where Kiki's at. No going back. Now they ask where Kiki's at. Now, if you read it like this, it's Kiki, which is Kiana. Great freeze frame here. I love it. So it's very cool. Oh, look, you can move that. I'm like, you can't hang. Wait a second. We're not bringing it up all the way. Also great still right here too. But you have Kiana saying, now you ask where Kiki's at. She's talking about herself, but they're wondering, like, people from the outside could be wondering, is that Keke Palmer? It just becomes a little confusing for people who perhaps don't know who the champions are and don't know that that's Kiana. That people can kind of get a little confused from the outside and kind of be like, well, where's Becky G then? Was Becky G also doing this voice and Keke Palmer? Because she just said Kiki. So it's just a different little thing that I think, they should maybe tweak a little bit in the future videos, or give like hey, this is Kiana, this is Echo, this is who it is, and just kind of introduce them for like a second or whatever. I don't know. All right, so right here we have Akali. Akali has changed her hair in this. She's now blonde. Still a rapper. So right here. So here's the funniest thing. Very, very cool. I love looking at this scene. Let's actually bring it up because this is big. Right in here, we actually have this little thing here again, which was in the first, So Echo has his actual name right here. This little like raccoon looking thing was in the first shots with Echo. So very kind of an interesting kind of callback to that. I don't know if that actually means something. And the line, I don't know exactly what that is, but it is here. Might have to do some research and kind of look into that. But the funniest thing I think right here is that Becky G, Keke Palmer, Thutmose, and Duckworth, and IU Neverland or something like Neverland looks like. Neverland exists in this universe outside of being these characters. So they're showing up here, but they're being played. So these characters are being played and voiced by Thutmose, Duckworth, Keke, and Keke Palmer and Becky G. But they're also in the universe. Which is kind of strange to me. So I don't know what the actual what the thought behind it is. So they actually are the characters, but they aren't. So it's kind of a weird little thing. I did think it flashed real quick. Okay, it's just the True Damage logos they're flashing. Pretty sure I saw something. So this is actually the Louis Vuitton skin. This one right here, but as we do get in here, this is the Louis Vuitton skin. You can tell by obviously the Louis Vuitton, those little, I don't exactly know what they call them, but the little stars and the little circle thing, and it's just in the LV right here on the earring. Very cool, very regal, very like she is the Empress, and that is great. You know that you can see, that's awesome. All right, so taking a look here in this pipe, there's this like hangar type thing, ventilation system for the giant Piltover. Very kind of cool, very very interesting that this would be where. I mean, it makes sense that this is where Yasuo would be. And he's been here since the beginning of the video. I just haven't said anything about him. This is his spot. Like, this is where he would be because of the wind. He's about cause the playing the basically a stop animation kind of thing on the fan. So he does have, so either that's just for show or he does have powers in this real world. That, which I think we've already discovered, is actually a thing where there's powers in Earth X Runeterra, because he is in Piltover here, and he has his powers. His power was to reverse either the polarity or reverse the wind that's pushing this fan, and now it's going back. I keep on shattering time. So right there, I keep on shattering time. Echo is the boy who shattered time. He is the one who created a little jump drive to jump back in time, and there's a whole story on it, and that's something we'll get into when we go into Runeterra, actually Runeterra proper, and actually break down what Echo did and why Echo is doing what he did with his I think it's a Z drive is what he calls it, and he keeps on shattering time. He keeps on breaking time and rewinding 5 seconds, and starting it over again, and it's great, but he shattered time. So he's the kid who shattered time. Great line right there. I might just leave you behind. Homie, you stuck on rewind. Yeah.
You just quit sleeping on mine. You got your back on reclined. When I damage your delicate spine, please don't act out, shy and surprise. They be like, what you mean? What is your winning scheme? I got a giant team. Niggas my self-esteem. Run it back, running man. They think they go hard, I'm like, come again. You run at a time and I'm busting in. While you stumbling, I got this blade in my hand for your punishment.
So we go through, so Echo reversed us all the way back to the beginning with that. He said, you know what? He said, I just blade in the hand for your punishment, and he pushes you back, and he's in every scene. So it brings it right back to the chorus, and boom. So we gotta talk about that glitching. That glitching is somewhat of a teleportation that we end up seeing gets played out here. They're teleported to Paris, which is where 2019 Worlds was played out. Was in Europe, so Paris, I believe, was where the finals were. Yes. And they get teleported to Paris. So actually Paris. So somewhere in the world, Piltover is, and now they're in Paris. They're outside. This is actually a shot of real world Paris right here, with them overlaid, which is awesome. You know, I love that idea. Here, the shot right before that was amazing. True Damage is one of my favorites because they're very cool that they, I don't know. I think it's very cool that they're very like integrated into the world of Earth. So they're in Earth. They have done things. Echo has powers. Senna clearly does because you came from the mist. We haven't seen anything about Kiana, but also then Yasuo has his powers too. Very kind of a cool little explanation of where Earth and Runeterra kind of meet. There is Runeterra is in Earth, it looks like, because of the Piltover design, and the fact that Piltover actually had some, I believe it was Japanese or Chinese words there. So very kind of cool mix of the cultures. Maybe Piltover is in China or in Chinese, region. So very kind of cool little connections there that we have. Not as many little Easter eggs as the previous video, with being the DJ Sona stuff, with being the pizza delivery Sivir, and that kind of thing. As this was more of a presentation of a, like, look at this, we're great, we're awesome, like, very, like, well, we're here to be giants, we're here to be great, we're to be awesome. That's what this video is kind of more aimed towards. So I think it's really cool. I honestly think this is one of my favorite videos that they've done with the cinematics, and at least the cinematic music videos, at least. And it seems like a lot of the music videos that they have and they've done for Worlds have been Earth X Runeterra, where, like, kind of mixes together and you kind of lose where that is. I think next time we're actually going to be doing, before we do Takeover, we'll do Rise. Rise will be the next video because, let's see here. KDA, True Damage, Takeover, but I think Rise should be first, because it just makes, it took place before, it took place before Takeover. So I think we'll do that. And, honestly, guys, I think that's the end. I don't think I'm going to do the baddest, because the baddest is not, the baddest is a music video, but it's a lyric video, and it's like, all right, like, it doesn't really show me enough that I need to, like, at least to me, it doesn't get me enough potential Easter eggs, potential that kind of stuff. If you guys do want to see it, leave it in the comments below. You want to see me kind of break that down, react to it. that'd be great. But just let me know. All right, I will talk to you guys later. And as always, thank you for watching, and I appreciate everything. Appreciate the love on this series, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.